does Boxing Day. I'm not sure if the Americans do it or anything, but anyway, yeah. Christmas yesterday, so all excited. Got a lot of sweets, so I'm a little bit pumped on that. We currently have a Kerbal up on the moon. Let's go over here and have a look. I don't know if we're going to be doing anything with her today. Let me move my Christmas crown out the way. As soon as we load, we will definitely find out what is going on. So I remember. She fell over. Let's tell her out. The rocket fell over. This is no big issue. We can obviously deal with this. Doing a little breakdance on the moon is not beyond our capabilities. We haven't done any science up here, so that's a little bit not what we were after. Let's come back and see if we've got any space science, or more importantly, mun science that we can do. It's all about maximising those. I am just seeing what's coming through on my screen. Yep, no, it's all good. It's all absolutely fine. Okay, cool. Let's go back. 30 seconds into the stream. How's it going, guys? I think it's going well. Conduct observational surveys near this place. Where is it? On the moon or on Kerbin? I don't know. Kerbin. Oh, on Kerbin, okay. VIPs, Kerbin. You know, let's get rid of these testing ones. I don't really like these. I mean, they give us a little bit of science, but it's just such a small amount of science. I don't even think it's worth it. Conduct observational surveys on the moon. This could be something we can do. Space flight below. Space flight. Yeah, we could do this. We could do this as we leave the moon, probably. I'm going to take that. Yeah, I know, Gene. It's great, right? Oh, wow, look at these guys that want to go around and do stuff everywhere. Oh, these might be our first, like, serious tourists that we do. We're going to not get any science from them. We get some money. Oh, God, look, you see how money is being taken off us, but no science is being given. That's annoying, thinking about it. That's really annoying. Okay, let's have a look around and see what we're doing. Alright, let's come out here. Let's go back to Valentina. We're going to get Valentina home now, just because it's going to be easier. So I was just seeing what the other things that they wanted me to do were. This is all stuff we can do with some ground-based crew, which I'm not going to be doing. So last time... Oh, look, this is very right. This is alright. We can just go into a polar orbit and everything will be fine. So last time we ended up landing here down by the crashed UFO. We should actually be able to see it. If we go in... Hello, Mr. Moonlander. Go in there and have a look. I mean, what are we going to find? Well, of course we're going to find a ship on its side. I think one of the things I'm going to do is make a quick save here. That's good. Let's think about how we're going to get this thing off its legs. Not with the power of RCS. I think with the power of the spin. Yeah, maybe. If we can do this, that'd be great. Not sure if we can spin up at all. It's all about pushing in the right direction, right? No, that's not the one. How about if we pull these three down? Let's raise these legs. Always an issue about how to get onto your legs once you've landed on the floor, right? And then we're going to spin around this central point, and then as we come here, we should be able to pull up. Pull? No. Any second now. Any second now. Maybe if we can rock this round to being downhill, that'd probably be a good one. That would be a good one if we could get it to happen. Do we have any power generation on this vessel? This is something. Are we just losing power never to get it back? I think we might be. Okay, so this is a place to try and stand up, right? Yeah? No. Breakdancing on the moon's not going to happen. Okay, that's a shame. That is a shame. Okay, it looks safest over that way. So if we can just face this way, okay, and then we can pull up as we try and take off. We want to be going... South will do. Let's lower down all these gears. We've got a quick save, so, you know, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? Hello, ZegTech Industries. Welcome back. You've been having a boring Christmas, mate. I noticed you've been on all of my videos as soon as I release. Like, don't get me wrong, I thank you so much for that, but, you know, surely your family's keeping you busy or something. I know mine was. Right, we're going to try and take off with this. We are landed on the side, so things can go, like, horribly wrong here. Horribly wrong. I have done a quick save, so we're not looking for anything beautiful. I just want to take off. Alright, so that was obvious that was going to happen. That's a shame. That is a shame. Maybe we could bump it up a hill, maybe go a little bit slower in our ascent. That might be the thing. It's a shame that I didn't put any RCS on this. I mean, I brought the monoprop with me, so why didn't I bring the RCS? That is a great shame. Okay, we're just going to pull back and ever so slightly push on some stuff. Ever so slightly. No? Okay, so how about a bit more? Bit more? Just something to give some lift somewhere? No? No, maybe that's not the way to do things. No, that's not the way to do things. What did we lose? What did we lose? I don't know, but I reckon if we go up there... maybe not. You don't celebrate Christmas? Oh, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Is there any holiday you celebrate at this moment, or are you the strict atheist and think it's all worthless? Damn it! I can't believe we're not going to be able to get this off the moon. Gonna have to be able to get this off somehow. Perhaps a rescue mission isn't cool. I can't believe I knocked it over when we got here. That's the thing I really can't believe. I mean, look at it. It's a beautiful spaceship. There's no reason that it should be on its back. Can we get Valentina to push it up? I really don't think we're going to be able to. But we're gonna try it. There we go. Let's turn around. Let's try and get underneath this bit. No, it's just not gonna happen, is it? You only celebrate New Year. Fair play, man. Fair play. Got a big one planned for New Year myself this year. We're off to a party down in Southampton, so it's gonna be fun. No. Oh, I did something weird. That may be what I was after, though. I don't know. Maybe we can extend some stuff. I'm not going to have too much time trying to get this to work. If it doesn't work, we'll just send a rescue mission out. Give me the access here. Give it. Whoops. Well, that's obviously not the way we're going to do it. No, I don't want to hack gravity. Everything would go wrong if we started doing cheats like that. Well, it's not cheats. I mean, it's part of the game, but it's not the career mode I'm playing. We will try this one again. I mean, what could possibly go wrong here? Definitely facing in the wrong direction here. Let's collapse these. Does collapsing the legs help at all? So, new thing for all spacecraft. We need Shremex. If you can't self-right, gotta go home. I think that's gonna have to be a thing. If you can't self-right, no one wants you. Ah, there. Left and right and left. Alright, so I don't think Valentina's getting home like this. We're gonna have to send a rescue crew, or at least a rescue ship. Something that can do just a little bit less. Ah, this is no good. This is no good. Alright, well, back to the Space Center and let's put another crew together. So it might just end up being you and me, buddy. You know, day after Christmas, I don't think many people are going to be coming out to see me. Let's go into here and build something. What are we going to build? I don't know. Obviously, it's going to be a mooncraft. I'd like to have made something. I'd like to have been able to get like a rover up to her or something like that. I mean, have we sent any science back? I know I literally just clicked on the VAB and now we've got to watch more loading. So sorry about that. What is wrong with me? I keep clicking the wrong thing. Can you tell I didn't get much sleep last night? I was up till very late last night and then I woke up and I was like, oh no, I've got a stream to do. So here I am now. Alright, what have we got? We got 80 science. 80 science is a fair amount of science. Is any of them going to be enough to give me what I want, though? I don't think so. I don't think so. None of these actually give anything close to... I mean, extra landing legs up top would be good, right? Just little control thrusters up top would also be good. But none of these are going to work. I'm going to possibly Possibly get this flight control, and then the advanced flight control sets us up for RCS next. Boom. So we're going to do that. Alright, so for some nice easy science, what do we need? 45 points of science, something like that. Oh, it's even more than that. We need 55 points of science. Well, I was going to do some nice easy science of going around and doing stuff. I do need power generation. You are right. The problem with power generation is it's expensive. It's expensive. Here's some EVA sites. We could probably go and do those and get some more science, but the science payoff is low. Temperature scans of Kerbal, also science payoff is low. We could take tourists, orbit around the moon. Do any of them want to land on the moon? No, none of them want to land on the moon, so that's we could do that. We could go on a rescue mission for some other Kerbals. Not going to get much from that other than prestige and stuff, I think. Yeah, prestige and money. Let's get rid of 8 to test this skipper liquid fuel engine orbiting. Perform a test, activate part through staging sequence when all test conditions. Staging sequence, wow, no. Escape trajectory out of Kerbal, no. Test a parachute in flight, no. Protective shell, no. Rescue a Kerbal from orbit of the moon. Hey, finish them. How's it going? Yeah, it's just the 2 at the moment. There's nothing wrong with that, though. You know. Right, well, so what can we launch to the moon that's going to be able to lift up the vessel that we've managed to put on the moon and strand ourselves? Let's use a stay puck. Do we have any robotic parts at all? We do not, so we're not going to be able to do anything like that. So what we're going to need is a stay pucknik and a command pod. This is going to go capture Valentina. Until we're good enough with our space flight. Oh, this looks so stupid. Until we're good enough at space flight to be able to go and get back the ship that we've stranded on the moon, which probably is not going to happen at any point soon. We're going to just fly a little mission out there that was going to go do the stuff for us, and hopefully be able to just land down and take off and be done. So we want one of those. So this is going to go to the moon with very little overhead, hopefully. Yeah, just like that, So we're already at quite high a delta V. I didn't make a tiny little compact launcher for this. That's a shame. So I think the first thing is, it going to need extra landing capabilities. Like if I put some, let's take these off here. If we put some landing legs all the way around. Because, you know, this isn't at all what went wrong with the last one. We've got these landing legs all the way around, offset them down a little bit, and then we want some extra fuel tanks just so we can perform a decent landing. So let's go here and here. Maybe just the 2. These fuel tanks? Yeah, why not? Let's put them upright if we can. So, somewhere around here is the key I'm looking for. There we go. Something like that, maybe? Yeah, that looks pretty badass. I'm going to go with that. I like that look. So, put that there to there, and then we'll do some shifting around to make this look a little bit better. So, that's actually alright. We'll go with that. Okay, so that should be a nice little land launcher. Oh, more people are turning up. Hey, Andrea, how's it going? Andrea? Yeah. Wow, so bad at pronouncing stuff. Right, we definitely need a reaction wheel. Just in case, thinking about it, the pod has reaction wheel, doesn't it? So maybe not. Maybe that is not what we need to do. So we've got a nice lander. I don't think we need any more on the lander. Definitely need some parachutes, thinking about it, actually. That is one thing that would be most unfortunate to leave behind. Right, great. Job done. We now need some sort of big-ass launcher. So I'm going to go with at least 2 of these. With a swivel in the middle, if possible. Doop, doop, doop. There we go. Valentina is stuck on the. Hang about. Let me show you. This is going to be rescue pod. Rescuer. There we go. That'll do. I didn't want to go to launch. I wanted to exit. Damn it. We will recover this on the way out. I'm not going to recover it now. That would be terrible. Oh, there's no way of just... There we go. Space Center. So the loading times on this are something that's really starting to get to me. Like I don't know what to say during those loading times. It's quite a hangy moment. So Valentina is currently stuck here on the moon. I mean, if I tried really hard, like tried really hard, I could probably get her off the moon like this. We could spend a few quick saves, like rocking her around and trying to get up. But we've already done that 3 or 4 times. Yeah, she's stuck on the moon. Her ship fell over. Let's do some science. We're going to keep hold of these for now. Oh! Oh! What's the... No, what? Close that. I have spotted something that might help somewhere. Oh, should have checked that first time. Okay, am I set up the right way? Okay, we are. We're going to drop some legs here, if at all possible. Man, I need more light on the moon. Unfortunately, we're on the poles at the moment. If I come out, you can see we're all the way down here. So trying to do stuff like that. Yeah, extending the antenna and sorting this out. Let's try the antenna first. Extend. No, the antenna goes through the floor. That's no good. Okay, but more importantly, we can do this. Go on, lift. No, okay, we need those legs down. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I wasn't expecting that, but we will do with it. Can't get the other one. I don't want the middle one, I don't think. I don't want the middle one. So let's close this again. The SAS is probably not helping. Let's try that again. Close. Which way is downhill? Which way is downhill? Can we rock around until we find it? I don't know. Maybe I'm just on the flat bit at the bottom of the hill now. That would be inconvenient. Come on. No. And this is why I was thinking about making a rescue craft, because we can muck around with this quite a lot. But whether we're going to get up or not, I'm not sure. Come on. You can do it. It's getting over these legs. It is getting over these legs. Come on, please. Please. Oh, no. Ah, we were so there. So there. Yeah, no, you're right. I should have just hit... Oh, the map's gone. I should have just hit go on the engine. Alright, let's do that. Let's close. Open, close. If we can get somewhere close to 45 degrees, it'll be good enough for me. And go. Alright, and we're away. Alright, who needs that rescue craft? Right, I'm going to close that. We're going to go all the way over here. Oh, wow. Okay, thank you, ZTech. You got it. You got it. That was the plan we needed. I am going to stop boosting now. We're going to wait until we cruise on our way up to the Apple Apps. Whew! Alright, that was good. That was a lot better than I was expecting. As you guys know, I was expecting to have to make a rescue mission. Oh, look at this over here. Isn't that pretty? Can't see anything, unfortunately, but that's really nice over there. Okay, are we still going up? We are still going up. Try and pull this over this way, I think. Just try and keep ourselves pointed in a nice sort of... Nice. So my plan here, one of the things I've done is I've taken these space flight things, you know, the observational datas, so we can go round in our orbits nice and low, hopefully, nice and low, keep ourselves... Yeah, this looks good. Trying to keep an eye on my information here. If you give me just a second to go switch off my light, I have an incredibly glary screen at the moment. Okay, that's that dealt with. Alright, sweet. See, now this is why I like doing the streams, because I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing here, and then someone makes the blatantly obvious idea in the chat, and I'm like, of course this is what I should have been doing. Let's get a crew report in. We're going to transmit that home. Can I transmit that home? Probably shouldn't have tried transmitting that home. EVA report. Get it done. Get it done. Keep it. Get back inside. Mystery goo observation. Should have done it on the surface. I meant to have done that on the surface. Oh well. And a final crew report. Keeping that data. Alright, Sirius. That's some stuff done. That is some stuff done. Are we on the way back down yet? We are. I didn't mean to be on the way back down yet. Let us push on forwards. Seem a little unbalanced. Let's do that. Okay, everything is going well as long as we can keep this just at about 10 kilometers, and this one also wants to be at about 10 kilometers. This is going to be a ultra efficient orbit making. We're at 30 kilometers below. Stop. 19 meters. Wow, that's good. It's not quite what we're after, though, is it? Are we at Peri? So Apple App seems to be going up a lot. We're just about to hit it. Just about to hit it. We've got 5 kilometers over there. Which one do I want to hit first? Which way is the moon spins? Moon spins this way. So ideally, we want to try and get this one on the return. Keep an eye on my fuel. Oh no, we got loads of fuel. What? Yeah, no, we'll do this. We'll do this. One thing I want to do is be able to turn this way without pushing this up too much. In fact, that is the perfect burn for me. We're going to go a little bit further that way. Just make sure this periaps stays quite low. Not too low, but quite low. We can go round the moon at least once. Yeah, something like that. 8 might be a bit too low. 8 might be a bit too low, but we're going to try that. Can anyone remember how much delta phi it is to get from the moon to an escape back to Kerbin? That is something I need to know so we don't, again, burn too much fuel. Where's my Kerbal engineer? Somewhere in HUD 2. There we go, that's pretty good. Let's get rid of that. Thank you. Somewhere I should have delta V. No, I don't. Alright, let's change HUD 2. Well, what have we got on here at the moment? All these things are rubbish. That's rubbish. That's rubbish, and that's rubbish. None of these are things I need. Things I do need include... Alright, we don't want the orbit, we want vessel. Delta V total. Brilliant. Oh, we're not doing well, actually. We're not doing well. This is alright, though. This is alright. Okay, let's at least try and get one of these before we actually have to run away. Is that good enough? How's this go? Apple Apps is just on that side. That's alright, that's fine. That's fine. As long as this goes through here. Now, which one is this? And can we get rid of this, please? Thank you. Which one is this and where are we supposed to be going? Transfer crew on assignment near Kerbin. Oh, didn't know we had that one. These ones here, right. So which one is this? This is 8XTF. 8XTF. We need below 8,000 meters. That one's just a little bit too high. Can we push ourselves down? Is this a thing that is possible? I don't know. We will find out. So keep an eye on that. It is, but it's not quite where we want to do it, is it? I'm not going to end up below 8,000 meters as I'm here. This is a great shame. That's 5,000 meters. Maybe we will. We're going to have a little bit of trouble when we start coming down towards the top of the crater. This is a terrible view. Can we have a better view, thank you? Alright, cool. Flat across the surface of the moon. That sounds good. Once again, we've still got like lighting issues and things like that, but I think everything should be okay. All right, our next thing is to warp forwards enough to be able to see what's going on. We're going to go over the lip of a crater here. Hopefully, we're not going to smash into the floor. I mean, looking at our map here, at no point do I see lines disappearing below the surface. So I'm hoping we're good. I'm hoping we're good. Alright, how much delta free have we got? 494. I'm sure we had 200 when I last looked at it. That's fine then. That's fine. That's... Oh, I was worried about stuff then. Worried about stuff. So, I don't think we're going to make it exactly where I need to be, are we? This is going to be tight. It could be, it might not be. I mean, is that below that line? Is it not? Who knows what is going to happen. And at the same time, the planet's spinning. The map can always lie. No, this engine does not produce electricity. In fact, we are going to be in trouble. Z-Tech has once again reminded me that, you know, we have things to worry about. Alright, we should have... oh, look, there's an EVA report to have there, but... Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. What else are we going to do at this moment in time whilst we're waiting around trying to get stuff done? We're going to grab that. Brilliant. Board up. We should have a whole load of science for us when we get back, hopefully. Right, so where are we going? We're still... Oh, we're entering it. Quick, get some crew report. Was it a crew report? Was that what I needed to do here? I can't remember. Crew report in space flight below that. Brilliant. Crew report. There we go. Take it. Boom! That's a big tick. Sweet. Okay, next one. Probably best to be done from here. If we can just get that to swing around that way, and then we'll figure out what altitude... Oh, it's going to be more like that, right? And then we'll figure out what altitude we need to be. This is Kerbal Badlands, below 10 kilometers. Oh wow! Look at that. How did that get up there? So let's pull this down, nice and low. Periaps are 12, not great. Periaps are 12 again. And that's a periaps of 1, so that's no good. So we want to somehow... Is it this one that does the thing I want to do? No, that's not what I want to do. I want to just kind of lift that up and then pull it back. Is that what I want to do? I don't know. If we can... bring this round like this. And then we can make sure that this periaps lines up there. This seems a little bit over the top for what I was trying to do. But it'll work for now. Oh wow. And then maybe we'll leave. Exit the vessel, extract the report and put it back in the pod. Is that because she's carrying the thing? Do I not then put it into the pod if I'm carrying it and I've come from the outside in? I thought that was something that happened. Okay. Well, gonna have to keep an eye on what's going on here. I say that. Big blank screen. Big blank screen. Alright, let's turn this over this way. Make sure... Ooh. Make sure we're facing somewhere ready for the next thing. And we're going to have to just trust the gods that, you know, maybe I've set up this orbit correctly. I mean, it might work, might not. Who knows? The lowest level orbit you can make around the moon is about 10 kilometers, but there are plenty of places where you can go lower. As we can see right here, as I'm currently in a 5-kilometer orbit, racing past. Look, if I was over there, that would have been some trouble. Maybe we're in trouble. Do you think we're in trouble? Maybe I want to slow down a little bit. Ooh, I don't know. What do you guys think? Are we in trouble? It's very fast. It's very fast. I'm not going to have much time to do anything. I think we're alright. I think we're alright. In the grand scheme of things, I mean, these mountains do look quite tall, but... Oh, I just don't know. Where did we last quick save it? It was down on the planet's surface, wasn't it? It was down on the planet's surface. Oh. Got to pull up. I think we've got to pull up. Look at this. Oh, please be safe. Are we going over the poles by any chance? This is going to completely throw off my... I mean, look at it. Alright, we're going up on this side. That's fine. We are close to the surface. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. Should have probably left it as it was. Oh, well, you just look at this. Isn't it amazing? Oh, I love this place. I love this place. Okay, I'm going to have to try and stop us, like, just ripping off into space. I need to put a little bit of a puff into our forward direction when we get... I really wish I could move where this HUD was. I mean, look, if I do this, look at this. Isn't that horrible? That's terrible. I'm going to make a quick save. Now seems like a good time to make a quick save. We can do these things. We can do these things. Whew. I'm going to have to clear this, and we'll figure out what's going on the other side. Can we bring this down a little? No, no, it doesn't look like we can. That's a shame. What I need to be able to do is put down a maneuver node. Why is it not letting me put down a maneuver node? Anyone got any ideas? It's being weird. Let's go back to the space center and back out again. I know it's nail biting leaving her rolling like this, but you know, things like this need to happen. Oh, wow, we're on our way back up. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna try something that may be a bit of a fuel waste, but we're gonna try because I need to do these things. Okay, watching my curve here. If we just push it, what's happening? Do we get the periaps coming up at all? Is that going up over here? It is, but not much. And then put an exit there. Alright, so we can now point in the right direction. Ooh, it's a lot of very small manual corrections going on at the moment. Something like that. I think once again, I mean, the way this is kind of skitting about there, it's a bit weird, but we should be able to... I can't put a maneuver node down. We're going to the space center. Go into the space center. Gotta try and reset everything, right? Just hope, fingers crossed, that we can get this done. That we still got control on the way back. We have conducted orbital surveys of the moon. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get rid of it. World's first spaceflight above the moon. Discovered a vessel of unknown origin. We have landed on the surface, walked on the surface, planted a flag, and performed a spacewalk in orbit. That's some stuff. I should start planning it. I think you might be right, actually. Should start planning the rescue mission. Okay, so what would we do if we want to return home? We're going to push that way. So we're coming down this way, yeah? We want to then push that way on our way out. I think that's what we want to do. Slam down my microphone my mouse next to my microphone. I do apologise for that, people. That was not at all what I intended to do. Extra noise happens all the time, unfortunately. Alright, so we are back. We're on a very safe orbit of the moon. Very safe orbit of the moon. Oh, I hate that so much. Now, can we put down a maneuver node? I would really like to put down a maneuver node now. Okay, awesome. Let's first try and figure out what our return trip home is going to be like. Not like that. That is not the way our return trip is going to work. Okay, so that goes up and out. We don't want that. We want it going... It's still no good, isn't it? Okay, how about we come bring this round here and come down like that? Ah, that's better. That's more the direction I want. We can slowly bring it in. I mean, that looks like the most ecliptical exit we can do. What's the delta V on this? Yeah, we're going home now. I think we'll go. I mean, we've got technically 100 delta V to play with. So if yeah, okay, all right. I tell you what, we're going to see if we can hit one of these last points. Where was it? Going to see if we can go past these two on our way out. Yeah, let's see if we can go past those two on our way out. These are LQPH and RW. LPQH and RW. So this is above 7,000 and above 9,000. So we want to keep low over these, but not too low. And I think our best way of exit, something like that. Maybe not that severe, but definitely that sort of line. And there, that looks about like something that would go through everything I need to go, right? It's oh, it's expensive. All right, maybe we won't then. We're going home, people. Yeah, we'll come back for this. We'll come back for this. We'll get someone else. Which thing that I've just talked about? You screaming no at ZTech? I know I did a lot of things that are very questionable just there. I'm just wondering which one you've taken offence at. There's the better way of doing this. Somewhere like that. Somewhere like that. The smoother we can exit, the better, right? The smoother we can exit, the better. 490, 89. 140. There we go. That is a return mission right there. Well, you think I should or shouldn't be trying to go home immediately? I feel like we need to go now. I mean, this move alone is going to eat almost all our Delta V, and it's going to be nice to have a small bit of buffer. We will come back. We will make a science base in this crater, maybe, or something like that. I mean, let's bear in mind here, this is our first mission to the moon, so I maybe shouldn't nail it too much. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that reasoning. I cannot deploy parachutes if I don't have the electricity. All right, that's. Are you sure? Are you sure Kerbals can't do that themselves? I thought they could. I thought they could. All right, whilst we're in a nice free fall around the moon, Valentina's going to come and try and get some science out of these things. If we could just face in the same direction as her. I'm not sure if she can. Collect data. Remove the data. That's what we want. Obviously, being a pilot, I'm not sure what she can and can't do. Low-level pilot at that. Collect the data. Remove the data. I know this is all now useless dead space. That's fine. Grab that. Oh no! Lost in space! I wish they'd fix that. Or at least I wish they'd make it more obvious as to what makes that happen. The little thing where you grab hold and then suddenly it goes spinning off out of control. Okay, we are good. We're going to face up towards here. We've got half an hour before we need to make our burn. That's a bit rubbish. That's a bit rubbish. Let's try this here. Okay, cool. So, let's just party on round, shall we? Warp here. Oh, Valentina's going to be fine. Ye of little faith. As long as we don't smash into any floors on the way round, I think we're going to be fine. I think we're going to be fine. I hope we're going to be fine. I really do. We've got funny camera angles nowadays. I don't agree with them. I don't agree with them. All right, we are coming into the point where we want to be burning for all we're worth. No, we're not. We're coming up to the other thing. Unfortunately, I can't time warp any faster than this, so we're just going to have to watch the surface of the moon go ripping away underneath me. Keep an eye out for Easter eggs or whatnot. Who knows what's on the moon out there. On our way back, we will definitely be hitting... Well, I say on our way... When we come back, sorry, we will definitely be hitting more Easter eggs and places to go to. We'll have to try and get the coordinates for everything so we can see where everything is and what's going on. I mean, does anyone have any favourite landmarks they want to go see? Oh, look how close it is! Whoa. Feeling, let's slow this down. Let's go and have a look here. Alright, we are nearly at periapsis, but oh wow, look how close we get to some of these things. Got 6 kilometre periapsis coming up, so, you know, this will be fine, right? I wish I'd boosted it a little bit when we were on the other side of the planet. Planetoid, moon, whatever. Oh, we are in trouble. Is that a troublesome thing ahead of us? Are we on our way back up yet? Oh, I don't know. I mean, if all else fails, we could just stop and hit the floor, but I don't think that's really the right way to go about it. Yeah, no, insurance companies love me. Get ready for a burn upwards. Get ready for the burn upwards. We're not at any sort of time accelerate. Okay, we're gonna have to push this. We're gonna have to push this. We're going up, 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 up. X. Brilliant. Okay, that's good enough for me. Alright, last minute corrections. No worries. No worries. That's what it's all about. Okay, we're going over the North Pole now? No, it's still South Pole. We're back at the South Pole. The manoeuvre node has slightly changed. Let's just wiggle this around and see what we can do about that. Yeah, 11 kilometers. That's good. We're going to follow that one. Ah, wow. Okay. Everything looks alright. Everything's fine. A few skin of our teeth moments, but this is space flight. You know, these things are going to happen. We're going to end up staring at a mountain coming towards us bigger and bigger. I like the South Pole. It's nice here. It's cozy. This might be where we come and make a base next time. So there's where the UFO is. Woo. For those of you who don't know what the UFO is, well, sorry, I probably just spoiled it for you. It's there on the South Pole. Alright, we are spinning around the planet. I slowed down my my time accelerator, didn't I? Because we were in grave danger. Alright. All good now. All good now. Our target speed is going up. That's not what I want. I like a surface speed. So does anyone else have the thing where... Hang on, let's show it. So you'll get a target, right? And then you'll be like, but I don't want the... Oh, it's not done it for me. That's terrible. Alright, well, then it normally turns to target, right? And then you double click on the thing to send it back to surface, and then you get no target, and you're like, ah. Unfortunately, I need to be a little bit there. So it goes to target, and then you go, oh, surface, please. And there's no target. You're like, ah. Rubbish. Alright, what was I doing? We were time accelerating forwards. Sorry, I got off on a thing. The UFO, there is a crashed UFO on the moon. Part of the Easter eggs. Just go exploring around the South Pole. It's quite a way off the South Pole, actually. I could give you the longitude and latitude if you like, but unless you have one of these engineer app readouts, you're probably not going to be able to find it. It took me a while, and I went to the wrong side of the planet to start with. So, Kerbal has just gone below the surface of the moon, at least from our perspective here. The sun is still high. You want to go to the desert temple? Yeah, we can do the desert temple. It's a way out. I've never actually managed to make it on hand, but we could do it. I don't think I've ever been to the desert temple myself. Thinking about it, we could do that. We could definitely do that. We'll find some nice Kerbal science and go have a look in the desert. All right, so we are coming towards our burn here. This is nice. This is nice. We are on our way back down, unfortunately, but that's all right. We're going to add to the acceleration. With less than a minute to go, I think we're going to start slowing down our time acceleration as well. And I think now might be the time to start thinking about... Yeah, all right, let's just kill that. Full throttle, go! There's no way this can go wrong, right? You'll search it on the internet and use hyper-edit. Oh, wow, really? Well, you know, whatever floats your boat. And somewhere like that. Something like that. What I'd really like to do is get up here before I start adding any more oomph to it. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Okay, we're going to stop here, and we're going to warp to the very exit of the moon. So, bye-bye, moon. It was lovely to be with you. The times were good, even when we fell over. I'm loving the service bay Shremek. Gonna be... You're only gonna be here this week. Okay, we might go and do that then. We might go and do that. Let us carry on forwards a little bit more. Need to get out of here. Need to get out of the influence of the moon. Warp here. Go. Go, 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 go. Wow, what a funny... No. No. Just no. That is so not the plan I wanted. Hopefully, as soon as we come out. Brilliant. Okay. Do we want to go faster? We don't really, do we? We want to go slower. We will only really want to go slower. So my periaps is just above the surface of the atmosphere at the moment. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Maybe we do want to go faster. What? Oh, I clicked the... No, no. I am very confused why my prograde is slowing me down. Oh well. Oh well. Well, we're going to just slowly return to Kerbin. This will be interesting. Let's not do it at too high a thing, else we'll zip through the atmosphere and then a death will happen. And so we are coming back in one shot, I think. I think we're going to come back in one shot. I'm going to point myself in that direction. We need to slow down as we come towards the surface of the planet. We don't want to just shoot through the atmosphere. Many times I've been coming in at too high a time acceleration and I've just kind of nipped through the entire planet in a frame. Oh, look, this. Come on, computer, you can do it. Keep up. Yeah, nip through the entire planet in one single frame. Look how close we were on the fuel levels. Well, we definitely worked to the very edge of our operational envelope here. Now, the real question is, do we want to go down engine first, or do we want to go ablative cover first? I think we might want to go ablative cover first. We're going to let everything blow up, though, I think. Do you reckon everything blowing up would be a thing? I would love to put a giant death laser on the moon. Yeah, let's try and do something like that at some point, yeah? Oh, there we go. There's all my fuel. So we're going to let stuff blow up. I think, maybe. Are we? Well, things are blowing up. Things are definitely blowing up. The comm satellite on the back is not great. This is good. This is good. We are actually gaining speed. Maybe I do really want to pop that. We're starting to slow down. That ablative cover, very important. Very important. This goes away and up, thankfully. That's what we want. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, oh, wow. We are coming down. Ooh. Bye! Wow. That is some heat. The ablative cover taking on a lot of heat. Hopefully it's just going to burn away. That is what it's for. That is what it's for. We've got a bit of a problem with those parachutes overheating. That's not what we want to do. Definitely not what we want to do. We'll just kind of keep cycling round, spinning a little bit, I think, just until we get to the right spot. If you put a giant death laser, it's going to be better than before. Yeah, no, definitely. If we could use the right crater, and then we'll set up some... oh wow, look at my electric charge dropping down. And we'll set up a load of mirrors to focus it all into the middle, and then a giant mirror to blat it away. I think I've just made a giant laser in my head. That would be the best way of doing it, I think. That will be the best way of doing it. Okay, we are down into, well, not quite the subsonic regime, but we are down into less than fire. I think we are just about to hit the surface now. We're about 8 kilometers up. I don't know whereabouts we are. We're probably on the other side of the planet. Oh, yeah, look, we've just gone over there. There's the desert. Not bad. Not bad. If I'd done a little bit of Kerbal Space Program directed by Michael Bay. Yeah, giant space lasers. Explosions! Are we down slow enough now? We are. I'm not sure that I want to pop the parachutes quite yet, though. I think the one that would be useful... Let's turn that off so we can... Oh, wow. Okay. I think the one that will be useful is somewhere about now. I don't want to go too far down. Too far down leads to long, boring drops. Like this. Alright, cool. I'm going to time accelerate down until we crash into these trees. I mean, look how far away they are. Look how far away they are. Great big open rolling plains of grassland here, though. I reckon this could be some good farming land. If only the Kerbals had any sort of farming technology whatsoever. They plough their fields by rocket ship. It's horrible. Watching them like rip up and down. It's amazing. It's amazing. Anyway, what have we got on the go here? Less than 800 meters to go. Does take a while, though. Does take a while. Of course, Valentina, first Kerbal to come back from the moon. She is going to be coming back to adoration and parades and stuff. Because, you know, that's what happens to people that do this sort of stuff, right? So I hear, before disappearing into social obscurity and then dying and getting weird monuments to her in games that she's never heard of. Brilliant. Let's roll on. Recover that vessel. Oh, I should have done the Badlands EVA experiment. Oh well. Oh well. First trip to the moon went quite well. Went quite well. We got lots of science, 200 odd science. That's unbelievably good. We've got lots of parts. That's alright. Funds. Valentina is up 3 XP. She's not gained a level though. What's going on here? Valentina, what's going on? Orbit around Kerbal, plant a flag on the moon. Why didn't she get like flyby and stuff? Is this stuff that we were supposed to do individually? Maybe. Alright, anyway, moving on. Moving on. Let's have a look at our science. Let's have a look at our sciences. Right, so, as we all know, power generation, definitely a thing. We could get better solar panels and stuff, but that's... requires electrics. Wait, I did get electrics. Requires the next level of R&D thing. That's fine. That's fine. We need more money for that. Right, so we've got some more science. Now, I kind of want to get some big engines, but I'm not sure about that. I kind of want to get some tiny engines, but I'm not sure about that. Do we have tiny fuel tanks? Tiny fuel tanks a thing? That is a tiny fuel tank. I mean, like tiny stuff. I like tiny little robots and things like that. This is one of the things I like to do. We got some jet engine stuff. I mean, we were just literally talking about going out doing some jet engine stuff, so I might do that. There's a science experiment we could do with that. So let's get the science experiment. 87. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can deal with this. We can deal with it. That's not the bit. I wanted to go into the contract so we can see what science is going on over by the desert. I just got a little bit ahead of myself. I do this a lot. You may have noticed. You may have noticed. Does this take place in the collaborative warfare universe? No, unfortunately it does not. Oh hello, we got some debris over there. The main reason for that being I don't have Kerbal inside installed, and it would be weird doing the Kerbal collaborative warfare without the other guys. That would be very unusual. Okay, with that in mind, science. This is definitely one thing that I want to do. Like, someone wants to land on the moon, but like I'm looking for station stuff. Temperature surveys of Kerbal, that could be good. Rescue someone from orbit of Kerbal, that's something we need to do. We've not done that yet. Let's go have a look in here, because in the tracking center it will show us where we want to do things. So the temperature sensors we could do on the way to the desert. Where was the desert stuff? Latitude 6, longitude 41. Let's get that written down. Lat 6, long 40. No, 141. Wow. Okay. 141. I'm sure we'll find that. We will definitely find that. Okay, more aircrafts. You're saying? I think we could do more aircraft. I think, though, you are going to be like mighty frustrated at my aircraft building. Yeah, no, there would be so much more lag if this took place in collaborative. I mean, one thing I would like to do, like, I've not played around with Dark multiplayer, but I would love to play a career universe multiplayer. I've noticed that lots of people are doing the sandbox and stuff like that, but I want to do this in the same world of other people doing this, where we're all just going off and doing silly, stupid things. And yeah, I think it would be great. I think it would be great. Let's get a Mark 1 cockpit out. What engines do we have? We should have a Weasley now, right? No, we've only got the tiny ones. All right, so somewhere, don't save. Somewhere in here that we should have a terrible plane. Where are my terrible planes? We got the Leary jet. That was a terrible plane, wasn't it? I remember this. This was the worst plane. Maybe we can make it better at some point. Maybe we can make it better. Just seeing how... Oh, we got 90 points now. Where did we get these extra points from? Anyone know where we got these extra points from? We were down just below the threshold, weren't we? Oh, well, this means I can do the thing that I was going to do, which is buy this. So, yeah, great. Let's get back to making a not terrible jet. Maybe, hopefully. Like, if we could make a not terrible jet, that would be great. Alright, the Leary jet definitely needs check. It's a good place to start, though. I really like these, like, side engines. But what is this? That's a... Huh? Why is this not got any fuel in? Why would it not? You know what? We're going to just start with a new one. I don't want to be wading through my my past mistakes. That would be terrible. Alright, what have we got here? Fuel. Need a couple of... What's that? An NCS adapter? Okay. We'll take, what, 3 of these? I think 3 of these makes a good engine. Good jet. We have the Weasley turbofan. Right, now we're going to have troubles of air intakes, right? That's going to be in the aerodynamics somewhere. They look tasty, don't they? Okay. I know that's not a good place for it, but we will figure stuff out for that at some point. We're probably going to need 2 as well, because that's the way these things work. We got to the point where I recover those parts. Yeah, it happens eventually. Small circuit. No, we don't want intakes. We want wings now. Where are my wings? I'm gonna throw some tails on it. Tails are important. Probably more important than the actual wings, as far as my understanding goes. Some more swept wings. Then we're going to fire up these 2, and not those 2, these 2, and make sure we've not destroyed anything. Can we bring that further forward? Maybe better wings on the forwards? But then again, we've not put any ailerons on yet or anything like that, so ailerons, whatever they want to call them. X. It's a pretty bog standard plane, isn't it? Pretty bog standard plane. Can we put these here and here? Well, that's where I want my landing gear, really, isn't it? I'm going to be an absolute savage and put them here. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Let's take those away, and that'll... I keep hitting the wrong buttons. It's terrible. I hate it. Somewhere in here we should have fixed landing gear. Yeah. Okay. What could go wrong? That could be on the wrong angle. That's one of the things that could go wrong. Right. Gonna rotate this out. Please. I would just like to put this straight. There we go. And then I want to put one of these in here. Now, the true test of this, of course, is the fact that it's... Well, I say test. The true purpose of this is the fact that it's a temperature scanning thing. So let's get some science on here. We want this. Only the one. Because on the other side, we're going to put a pressure map barometer. Like so. Brilliant. We could take some extra science, but I don't think we need that. I know I can jump in and out of this cockpit. Can Bob fly? Is Bob a flyer? He doesn't look like he's a flyer, does he? Let's send Jeb out. I know it. Well, I know he's not moving tourists around, but I have no roll on the wings. Yeah, no, this is true. I will get to that. What are we going to call this plane, though? Anyone got any plans for the name? Does this not come with things? Oh, I always hate this sort of having to put these on at a weird angle. They're getting better. Every update it does get a little bit better, but not really. So we don't want this with pitch or yaw. We just want it to roll. Not pitch or yaw, just with roll. This is just pitch. This is just yaw. That might work. That might work. Please move the wheels forwards. Yep, good shout. That would have made a lot more sense. Center mass, center. Ooh, can't move them in even far enough forwards, can I? Not from there. All right, let's grab them here. something like... So the centre of lift was back here somewhere, yeah? And that's the bit that's going to be pushing. What did I do to these wheels? No, they look pretty good. They look pretty good. Name it after the engine. The Weasley. We'll call it Ronald, right? That's named after the engine. Okay. Now the real question is: have I done the? Yes, I have. Have I done the airstrip up enough to be able to have a smooth takeoff? But yes, I have. All right. I did not take on the contract I wanted to take on to do this. Okay, that's fine. We will be back. Should have just taken the contract on when I was last seeing Gene. But I always like to look at what's going on, plan it out. Then distraction happens, and then I end up trying to do the thing. The thing was a very good name. This is true. These temperature, no, those EVAs, temperature scans. There we go. That's what we want. Brilliant. Let's see if we've got a good enough engine, good enough plane to be able to fly around and do what we want to do. Should maybe have given some sort of bug out option. Oh, well, first one we're going to is this one. Brilliant. Let's get back to the side, to the plane, and go. I'm sure there's something I've forgotten here. Oh, there's some sort of stabilization system. But we'll be fine. Wow, look how much it spins! What's going on here? Why? Anyone? I'm guessing these back wheels are not straight or something. It probably would fly, it just doesn't seem to want to take off. Can we not revert back to launch? Oh jeez, Jeb. Why can't we revert back? I just want to go back to then. Well, there we go. It was going to happen at some time. We lost Jeb. I don't know how that happened. To the space center. Wow. Well, sad day, guys. Sad day. I know Jebediah is going to be back. I know he's going to be back, but that was not quite what I was expecting from that. Not quite what I was expecting from that. Ronald, there we go. What was wrong? These were wrong. I know these were wrong. Look at that. Oh, okay, well, maybe that's fixed. I know one thing, we're going to need a new astronaut. Okay, well, let's find ourselves a new pilot. Who looks like they want to be part of our space program. Theo Gunn's looking good. He's looking like a good, strong contender. Milloy, nah. I like courageous pilots. So Bobniad, or Theo Gunn, because I can say his name. That's definitely what we're going for. Theo Gunn, because I can say his name. Well, there we go. He is... Oh, get out of the way, Bill. He's off on his first mission. This is going to be terrible. This is going to be terrible. I know it doesn't seem like it's fixed, but I took the wheels off, I realigned them, I put it back. I did that pretty quickly. So we'll just test. We're going to have the revert to launch status here because I think they had to go out and get to things. I don't think he is going to die. I don't think he is. I know it looks like he is. It's amazing how much those back wheels take. It's amazing how much those back wheels do these things. Ooh. Well, that was a better success than what Jeb did. Let's try and stop. I mean, there's no real need to try and stop. Can I turn the brake torque of these ones up? We go to the water. He might be dead. He might very well be dead. Yeah, no, he's a dead man. No, we're good. We're good. Pull up. Just a break. Any moment, a break. Oh, it's getting close. It's close. It's close. Ta-da! He's alive. Let's revert to the launch. I reckon we could do that better if I was just a little bit easier on the takeoff. Yeah, no, all we need to do is be easier on the takeoff. I mean, I've got positive control here, positive attitude direction anyway. So this should be alright. This should be alright. I mean, look how much that pushes down. Just a little bit. We don't need much. Ah, it was too much. Alright, we're gonna have to go back to the space plane hangar, move the wheels back a little bit. Just the smallest smidgen. Or put something under here. Ah, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. We don't have tweak scale on this one, do we? That's a shame. That's a shame. A little bit of tweak scale would have gone a long way here. Would have gone a long way. Right, we're going to push this up and in here. There we go. We've got ourselves a little safety barrier. There's no way that's going to go wrong, right? There's no way that's going to go wrong. This is going to have locked steering. This should also have locked steering. Less braking. More braking. And this should also have a bit of braking, I think, thinking about it. Okay, we're going to save it now. Yeah, I think the centre of lift should probably be nearer the centre of mass as well, but that is going to change as we're in flight anyway, so, you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. That's some solid rear wheel action there. That's I wasn't expecting it to put me right on the floor. I was hoping to have a little bit of play there. About that much play, look. Oh, that's good enough. It's good enough. We can just get off the floor. I'll be a happy bunny. Yeah, like that. Brilliant. Okay, there we go. That's going to make landing a lot easier. Hope. Honest. Okay, so do we want to be above or below this point? Sergey something or other. Oh, I did not read this. 1900 meters above the thing. We just got to go up. Got to go up and across. That might be climbing a bit too fast. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're going to make it there. Here's the four-wheel play. Yeah, I mean, they should be drained equally, but there's more mass back here than there is up front, and, you know, with the fuel disappearing, plus the fuel is a little bit further. You see how this is shorter than this? That means the centre of mass is going to be a little bit further back. It flies quite well. It was quite nippy on that turn that I just performed. I'm impressed with how vertical it climbs, even though we're now being pulled down into a nose down position. That's alright. We need to try and build up enough speed to be able to get up to 20 kilometers. I just don't know if that's going to happen in this short a space of time. Maybe we need 2 Weasley engines to lift us up that sort of height. I mean, I know the Weasley engine can definitely get us up that high eventually. We'll see. Stay at an inclination of 45. I am happy to stay at an inclination of 45 degrees. Though it turns out the engine is not. The engine would like to go a little bit lower than that. Yeah, okay. We're going to have to stay about here. So I think 35 degrees is possibly my maximum climb angle here. We're literally just like losing the top edge. I didn't realise quite how high up these were. They're going to have to do some weird stuff to make this work, like possibly get some rockets on the back, stuff like that. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Perhaps the Leary jet is the one to go for. If we can't get up there, then we're just going to go for the desert temple. I've got the coordinates written down. I have no idea where we are though, which is rubbish because I didn't put the engineer on board. Oh well. It looks like we're just going to go and do it by hand. Do I have a way of finding out where we are? No, I don't have any way of finding out just where we are. So that's a bit rubbish. That is more than a bit rubbish. Plus, we cannot get the speed up anymore. Got to try and climb to, I don't know what speed. We've got to keep trying to climb to it though. We are definitely going to be well short of our target by the time we reach there. So yeah, now here we are, and like getting the. Yeah, there's no point doing the like crew report, right? Temperature scan. We'll see if there's a bug. Let's see if there's a bug. No, there is no bug. We didn't get a win for that. No, ah, man, I forgot everything. I literally forgot everything, didn't I? Alright, well, we're going to have to revert to space plane hangar here for a few things. One of them might be Separatrons on the back so that we can do different flight patterns. We can really push ourselves up as high as we need to go. Alright, okay, fine. Right, first thing is this thing. That's going to just slap on the back there. The next thing is one of these. That's also going to slap on the back here. As soon as we find out which way it wants to go. Back like this. Brilliant. Anything else we are missing? Really do want to put some little Separatrons on the bottom here. Do I have any? I don't have any. Oh, it looks like we're going to have to make do with what we've got then. That's a shame. That's a shame. It's so much of a shame that we're probably not going to be able to make it. But we will go and check out the Desert Temple. That is definitely the thing we're going to do. As we have only really got 20 minutes or so to do it in. I've got a busy day today, so I can only really do an hour and a half of doing stuff today. Alright, let's see how hectic this takeoff's going to be today. We don't have our... Let's show the engineer. Do we have our location here? Latitude, longitude, that's what we want. Brilliant. Okay, as long as we got that, that's all fine. Maximum G's. Big turn. And flip. It flies quite nice. It's very nippy if a little bit short. A little bit low, a little bit nose heavy as well. Wow. Okay. Right. So we know where we're going. We are off towards the desert. We've got to go to latitude 6, longitude 41. Which one am I going for now? So my south latitude is building anyway, so that's good. Is it 6 south or 6 north? Let's go look further up here. No idea. Okay. Fair enough. Sword will still be about. See? There we go. Sword will still be about. So, I think what we need to do is head over... Sort of hit... Is it in these mountains? Or is it in these mountains? I can never quite remember. Is it in this little crook up here? We'll find out as we get closer. I am going to hit up a wiki. Because, you know, we need to know where stuff are. Stuff is? Well, whatever the saying is. It's hard to search through this wiki quickly, isn't it? There we go. This is what we're looking for. 5 monoliths. 6 south, 141 west. Okay. Well, we're heading into the north regime, so we need to turn this way. 6 south. And we're just building up our west direction. Wow, okay, so we're going to take a while to get out there. Alright, see you later, Z-Tech. It was good to catch up, dude. What altitude is the Weasley most effective at? As we're saying that the engine is not great up at the higher altitudes. What is its favourite altitude? Yeah, look, my thrust is going down. Hopefully, as we ourselves go down, that'll start climbing back up. We are going to have a long trip with this engine. Long trip. Maybe we could do something different. I'm not sure. Alright, so we're going to have to go over the top of these mountains here. This is going to be a long flight, isn't it? We're not building much speed up. About 5 or 3 kilometers. Well, I'm definitely over the top here. We are descending as we speak, though, so that's okay. That's all good. The problem I'm going to have here is balancing my latitude and longitude, but that should be fine. I was really hoping we'd be over these mountains by now. If we're not there yet, then it's going to be a long climb. Alright, how do we do with the time accelerate? That's 4. Ooh. Diving hard. Should be alright, though. Should be alright. Just pushing Mach 1. Let's get into a bit of a climb. We want to go just like up and over that little saddle there, right? We don't want to go too far over the mountains, but we definitely want to like make a straight line. Okay, we're looking for about 3.6 seems to be an incredibly good cruising altitude for this vessel. We're just going to go up and over here. We're going to have to go into the slightly thinner air. Perhaps it's best that he saved it until I got ramjets. Yeah, that probably would have been the plan, mate. But unfortunately, we're here now, so we're going to keep going. And this is the last mission we're going to have of today's mission. So this should be alright. I hope this is alright anyway. As long as we stay in the thicker atmosphere, we should be able to like push up through our different Machs. I mean, we're already at like the 300 meters per second, much better than the 150 we were waiting for up there. Let's take a little turn off over this way. I'd much rather go over the shallower bits. Oh, or of course we could perform some high G maneuvers that are going to completely bleed off all our speed. I mean, either way, it's all good, right? Alright, let's hug this mountain on the way around. I like the trees on top. I'm glad I put the ground scatter on. This is nice. In fact, I should go and get a few more of the visual stuff, shouldn't I? I mean, a bit of Eve, bit of scatter, stuff like that. Although, to be honest, I'm not sure if my computer can handle scatterer. We would have to check. I know it handles Eve incredibly well. Like, I was worried for, I don't know, maybe a year or two that my computer wouldn't be able to handle Eve, and then one day when I tried it for Kerbal Collaborative Warfare, I was just like, oh wow, it's not actually the resource hog that I thought it was. It was quite nice. Okay, we don't want to be going up too much. We just, like, level off towards the horizon. There we go. Brilliant. This should be fine. We're now going to find out how far it is from the mountains to sort of Woolly Pool area. As I say, I've not done this flight in slow mode before. Oh wow, look, we've gone from there to there. I don't know, we should be alright. Crossing the ocean, of course, will take some time. So is it down here? Is this where we're going to be looking? I mean, I wish I had some way of telling me where my mouse was. That would also be pretty cool. That would be cool indeed. Alright, so we are definitely building up some speed. This is good. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything that's going to put the vessel... Oh, excuse me. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything that's going to put the vessel in danger. Can we do all these things? Like, can this Transmit home. I'm going to transmit home. Why won't things transmit home? Transmit data. No. Atmospheric pressure scan. Store it. Crew report. Store it. Temperature scan. Store it. We're not going to do the EVA because obviously problems would arise from there. But then if we go into the crew report, no, cancel. If we go into the review report, transmit. What's going on there? Something's wrong. Oh god, I'm using a Core Duo 2.6 something or other, and my GPU's a GTX 550. Not great, as I say. Not great. It's enough to run this. It's enough to do some recording. It's enough to do what I want. But if I wanted to play any of the newer games like Ark, I can't play Ark Survival. That makes me very sad. That makes me very, very sad. But these are just the things I have to deal with being, you know, a ghetto YouTuber. Because, you know, that's what I am, a ghetto YouTuber. Alright, so we are coming up towards the area of Woollypool. For those of you that have been following something, yeah, you know, a Core Duo 2.5 something like that. I don't know. I could probably find out. Anyway, let's have a look over here. Oh, my stuff's in the way. So yeah, an Intel Core 2 Quad CPU 2.66 running at 2.67, 8 gigs of RAM, GTX 550. The waypoint mod you saw was called Waypoint Manager. Okay, I will bear that in mind. Waypoint Manager. I will even go to the point of writing that down on a bit of paper to remind myself. Waypoint Manager. Alright, let's try and nose down a little bit. Don't want to be going up too high, as we appear to actually be doing so. That's fine though. We are now into I've not even tried Subnautica, so Andrea's computer can't handle the minimum settings of Subnautica, but can still play KSP. I mean, as much as we all complain about like how KSP doesn't handle things well and stuff like that, you know, as soon as we start putting 100 parts in, it's like, ugh. But that said, yeah, playing on substandard PCs actually seems to be all right. So I don't know, maybe something's up there. Maybe something's up there. Let's get a crew report. Save it. I don't know why. Are we over the desert? Did that just tell me we're over the desert? Anyway, crew report. Overwrite. Well, look at that. We are over a desert. Transmit it home. Can we transmit it home? I really wish we could transmit that home. I don't know why my communicator isn't working. Is this a 1.5 bug or something? I don't know. I do not know. The problem is where Kerbal Collaborative Warfare is mainly on 1.4, where it is entirely on 1.04. Everything on 1.5 still confuses me a little bit. Well, not everything. The things that have changed on 1.5 still confuse me a little bit because this is the only place that I play it. So, yeah. Well, we've now got the long flight across ocean. Because, you know, it hasn't been a long flight up until this point. The Kahara. Yep, over to the Kahara. Oh, it's going to be such a long flight as well. Where are we? We're at 32 south. Have we got to go all the way over here? Is this actually the thing that's going to happen? Longitude 141. We're at 129. So I don't know. Maybe we're going to be all right. Maybe we're going to be all right. Maybe it's going to be just down on this tip or something like that. Once again, got nose down. Make sure we don't start pushing up too high. Moving at a constant Mach 1. That's quite nice. Constantly just pushing the speed of sound. Should we see how this thing flies? What's the... Oh, took a screenshot. Not much drag on the go. We got a bit on the nose. That's fine. That's nothing to worry about. A bit on this tailplane. Nothing to worry about. A bit from the actual engine itself. There's probably a lot going on inside the vessel that we can't see. Can we... Yeah, I mean, like, there's that. So, I mean, that is something to take into account. but it seems to be going all right. Seems to be going all right. Definitely. Hang on. Now that we're at these nice level flying conditions, we are going to time accelerate our way up and wait for the little inconsistencies that build up at these high levels of time acceleration to crash us and kill us. You know, what else would we do? We're coming in a bit deep into the atmosphere now. Oh, so let's try and ease our way up again. About that. I never want to do the corrections mid-time resort. It's right in the middle of the desert. That would be that'd be unfortunate if it was right in the middle of the desert. Gonna have a long way to fly. That said, we are flying a long way, so I mean this is at ×2. This is pretty good. ×3, nice and stable. I think it's literally just at the ×4 where we get that little wobble on the way. Screenshot the thing. Oh wait, that isn't the name of the plan. Hi, Maxim Savenchino? Sorry, bad pronunciations as always. A lot of letters up there that I'm not used to seeing together. And yes, that comment you saved, Mamku Twujo Jeblau. Maybe. What does that mean? Just correcting our flight now. There we go. Back up to not 4 ×3 acceleration. No, you just came in to make a cryptic comment. Is that the way? Fair enough. Fair enough. I know people like to be mysterious on the internet. Alright, so we can see the desert in the distance there. I am travelling far too far north though, unfortunately. We are at 101 on the longitude. We're trying to get to 141. It's not bad though, it's not bad. It's a nice flight. We are definitely travelling far too far north. Let's take on some turns. Yeah, like that. How could that not be the turn I want? Oh yeah, high acceleration manoeuvres. This is what it's all about. Let's pull this up here. Right, up a bit, up a bit. Yeah, like that. Okay, that might be a bit too high of a climb, but that's fine because you know the time acceleration jitters that will bring us back into line. We seem to be flying incredibly quick in the right direction. Slowly bringing this down to, well, we want to go on this scale to -6, but when we hit 0 it's going to go back up the other thing. Hey Jay, how's it going? Thank you very much. Given your last name and the way you call me Steve, I think I might know who you are. We're just on quite a long flight towards, well, the middle of nowhere at the moment. We hear there is a desert temple in the middle of the desert. The desert is a long way away and we only have relatively poor engines at the moment, so we're just flying through. We did have some stuff that needed to be done, like contract-wise. These guys wanted us to go and take some measurements at these points, and we tried to do that on the way, but unfortunately the stuff went wrong. We didn't have the engine power to climb up. We did not have the engine power. Right, we are starting to dip below the horizon. That's alright. I mean, 2.5 kilometers seems to be a nice cruising altitude for this engine here. We tried taking it up higher for thinner atmosphere slicing. Unfortunately, it just didn't have the atmosphere to pump into the jet engines, which you know, that's a thing. That's a thing. It is the long wait today, though. I think that's definitely what I'm going to call the last half of this. Well, you know, the last. Well, we've been flying for about 20 minutes now, give or take. I think I'm doing all right at talking rubbish for 20 minutes. I keep finding stuff to distract myself with, so that's pretty good. We are just leaving the first lobe of the desert though. At 112, I think, yeah, definitely we're going to be headed here-ish. Maybe even over here. I kind of want to say it's in here. This looks like the place where it would be, but we will need to be further south, so I think it's going to be down here somewhere. But we're going back over the engine. Back over the water. The water is the thing we are going over, not the engine. Everything seems to be going all right. This is now one of the great. What's the word I'm looking for here? One of the great contradictions of being a Kerbal Space Program commentator is the fact that when things are going well, you don't really have all that much to talk about. You can talk about how things are going well, how we're travelling, you know, close to the speed of sound over the western half of the Kahara. I'm in the right place now. Am I? It's not what the longitude and latitude says. Yeah, well, let me reread this. Okay, 6 south. No, it's definitely 6 south, 140 west, 142 west to be exact. So I think we're going in the right direction. No, we are definitely going in the right direction. I mean, as Andrea says, absolutely nailed it. The long wait is the worst part of KSP, but it's also the most often part. I mean, it's good because it really illustrates to people that are kind of coming into the spaceness of everything how long things actually take, how it is all just a matter of timing. If you get the timings right in space, you can go with next to no fuel budget. But if you get it wrong, you've got to triple, quadruple, whatever times 10 is your fuel allowance, and that means then the size of your vehicle and all. But yeah, I mean that's one of the greatest things about KSP is the way that it brings understanding to those that have none. You know, the people that are just like, oh, you know, you go up and then you float in space. They should all have at least one go on Kerbal Space Program. That's my mind anyway. Should be taught in schools, bring it to schools. more games in schools is the way forwards, surely. I agree with this sentiment. We have gone far too high to be having a decent speed here, so we need to turn like this. Build up a bit more speed. This is fine. I should have been going at time acceleration for that little bit of a ramble there. That would have helped no end. But here we go. This is the way we're going for it. We are now covering. Well, it's just a different bit of ocean. I mean, I've always known this is the Kerblantic. Obviously, this is the KSC here, right? And then you've got the what I call the Cthulian Peninsula, and then you've got East Clefairy over here. Check my altitude. Yeah, I'm too high, unfortunately. But it's alright, we're coming down. We're getting down thicker into the atmosphere. Diving at the horizon. We're going to have to pull up in a second. 2 kilometres, now is the time to pull up. Just go like this. Got to make sure we are facing like the right direction when we pull up. We don't want to be taken away from the building of the southward direction. Go like that. I think bit harder to pull up. Yeah, something like here. As long as we can keep this for a while. So every time, do you guys hear that little tunk noise? Every time that happens, that's when my ship just has a little shake. Are we still building speed? We kind of are still building speed, aren't we? This is good. As long as we're keeping some good forward momentum on the go. I'm not really bothered about what my altitude is. And to be honest, it looks like down here in the lower altitudes I can get a lot more speed on the go. Later, Jay Williams. Have fun. Have fun. Okay. Still building speed. This is good. I'm really enjoying the speed boost here. What are we at? We're 125. We are mere kilometers away. I'm not sure how many kilometers away we are, but we are getting down to the final moments. We're going to have to be doing some circling around and trying to find the right areas, I think. I am going to, I don't know, start looking at my map maybe. I'm not sure what checks do we need to make now that we're getting in this close. I don't think there are any. I mean, as Zed said, I would have done well to have parachutes on this for landing. Well, Andrew, I hope your internet's not about to die. It took us so long to get out here. So long to get out here. These islands are nice. I like these. I might come over here in Kerbal Collaborative Warfare and start having a go at Tape and his dissonance here. I definitely want to start sticking the boot in. Though I have just started invading Agonarch's lands, so I mean I can't really argue about that. Whilst he took the moment to go to the moon and do stuff there, I took the time to you know, have a bit of a muck around down below and really stick the boot in at his land. Though you guys don't know any of those, so that was some spoilers right there for Agonarch's next episode and my one following that. So there we go. I've always got to try and remember when I'm doing this that you know you guys aren't quite as. Not only do you guys not have the same knowledge that we have, but you guys are waiting for it as well, and that always. It just seems weird to me because obviously I'm looking at my screen all day long. Nothing changes to me whether I've released it or not. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Weird worlds of interneting. Weird worlds of internet, especially where I'm just at this cusp of 1,000 subscribers. So I'm just at this point where I'm going from someone who's done it like very casually to someone who's trying to kick it up a notch and do it properly. I mean that's half of what these streams are about, because it's not that I'd ever got bored of doing Kerbal, but it had got a bit of repetitive on my third career playthrough, and so doing the streams, having you guys to talk to whilst I'm doing the streams has reinvigorated it for me. It really has. And plus the bits where you guys can help me out with the bits that I'm not like super good at, like planes. I'm not super good at planes. You may have been able to tell from my Kerbal Collaborative Warfare, I'm not super good at planes. Like, the hover tanks seem to do me incredibly well. We need to turn south a lot more. We also need to try and go down a bit. Those mountains over there, do you reckon? They're going to be somewhere around. We need to try and get the south number down to a 6 or so. Or up to a 6, I suppose. And it's got to be just over there. Maybe it's that thing. I feel like we're climbing too steep. But who cares how steep we're climbing, hey? Who cares how steep we're climbing? Big expansive space for the desert temple to hide in. So who knows where it could be? We are definitely starting to build up the number. We might actually even have to make a sharp left soon, or a sharp south, whichever way you want to look at it. Hey Sean, how's it going, man? Been a while. Unfortunately, you've just kind of turned up as we're about ready to stop. We are looking for the desert temple Easter egg that's here somewhere. Somewhere. I'm not sure where. I mean, I say we're about to stop. There are a few things a few contracts that we've got that I wouldn't mind trying to clear up before I finish. One of them's going to be a bit awkward with the technology we've got. We've got these not these ones. These temperature measuring contracts. Unfortunately, they are not just out in the middle of nowhere, but above the height that these engines can go to, these Weasley engines can go to. So we're going to have to do something to work about that. I've got this this picture in my head, actually, of getting a large land vehicle out that trudges around. Is that it over there? That's a different colour. With a series of rockets on top, and it just fires the rockets up to get the correct report, correct temperature data when it needs it. That's not a bad idea, actually. Perhaps we could do that in the form of a large plane that goes around and lands. The cargo bay opens. I don't have large plane parts. Ah! This is the curse of playing on the sandbox for too long. I'm just like, oh, I've got all these ideas, and I know how to do them, but we don't have the bits. That's a shame. That is a shame. Okay, so we are fast closing in on where we need to be. The south numbers may be climbing up too high. I've got a feeling it is over in that area over there. Are we still at time accelerated? No, it feels time accelerated, but that's probably because we're so low down to the ground. Are those cactus or something down there? We got some ground scatter. We have got some ground scatter. Alright, so 6 by 141. 6 by 141. I wish... Maybe that's something I need to put on these readouts. I've really got to deal with this. Perhaps there is a config file somewhere in Kerbal Engineer that can change that. You see how this vertical speed, horizontal speed, and delta V total, it all kind of munges up with this. I'd really like to get that changed. Maybe it's something we can do up here. HUD2 edit. Is there a position edit? I don't think there is a position edit. That's a shame. Okay, so where are we? Four on the latitude. We're going for 6. It's got to be just over this hill somewhere. It's got to be just over this hill. 140. Definitely need to start turning west a bit more. I really do think it's over with those mountains. It's got to be over with those mountains. Alright, keep your eyes peeled, guys. Let's get this extra crew report. Keep hold of it. When we recover it, that'll be science. That'll be some great science. I know where we got the science from last time, when I was like, hey, where did all this science pop up from? Sean, I know you won't know what I'm talking about, but there was some extra science turned up in the R&D after I had launched a plane, stopped, recovered, and got it. It'll be from the science from the recovered plane, because I don't do many planes, so recovering planes is scientific for my Kerbals, which is crazy to think about it. It's crazy. Alright, where are we? We are definitely coming far enough south, so somewhere in this mountain range southwards. We need to turn just a little bit more on the west axis. Maybe it's in that bowl there. Let's do a bit of a turn. Bit of yaw control there. Bit of a yaw turn there. I know we don't. That's not the way we should be turning. But that's the way I'm going to turn today. So slow plane is slow. I think I'm going to rename this plane into something else. It is mainly because we've got the Weasley jet engine, not the... what's the other one? The Whiplash. I love the Whiplash. It's one of my favourite engines in this game. I think I prefer a Whiplash rocket engine combo over the Rapiers, sorry. For my SSTOs, which is something else that I don't do enough on. Do you reckon we can make an SSTO now that we've... No, not with this plan. What's this here? Alright, we need to throttle down a lot. Am I gonna be able to land here? No, not a chance. Not a chance. I'm gonna try though. I don't know how. I need to do our best to shed some speed. It kind of looks like this is the best approach. Maybe. I really should have put some parachutes on this. Some way of slowing this down. Yeah, this thing is just going to dart the entire way. Oh! Well, there goes a wing. Ah! What a muppet. Oh, I want to go and have a look around. I was just like, yeah, I'll just turn it around here and come and have a look. Look, here it is. Well, it's a thing. Not quite how I expected to come see it. Why didn't I quick save before the thing? And as always, on such a positive ending, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure. I will see you next time. We're probably going to try and put a flag here, something like that. We're going to try and make these contracts not a thing and do some more stuff on the moon and get some rescued people or something like that. But anyway, I will see you next time when we are going to do that. Bye!